Hey folks, back with Ancient Cosmology. It's my third video of the day because I guess my phone's only recording like 12 minutes or something, and I have some things to show that I hadn't really shown in a video yet. Let's see, I was showing all these anthropomorphic avatars from Reddit. Göbekli Tepe, Tamil Nadu. So yeah, southern India's face, Paracas, ancient Peruvian elongated skull, similar shape, and Machu Picchu, Huayna Picchu, Peru. But I was just starting in my last video to talk about this. So, I have been showing that like ancient sites where, important sites were built on anthropomorphic shapes of the earth, anthropomorphic meaning animal and human shapes. So this was the biggest, structural center in North America for over 2,000 years. And just a second, let me close the window. The dogs are freaking out somewhere. So yeah, I think that's why Poverty Point mounds were built there, is because of this shape in the river, in the bayou, resembling an animal, and then they kind of have these bear ears on it, and then this one's nearby. So these are like holy places for the ancients. So based on that, I wanted to check other holy sites. So I was looking for Stonehenge. Seemed like it had some nearby ridges that might be anthropomorphic, but I couldn't get a good image of them online. But for Göbekli Tepe, I see a pretty good shape for like a bird, like a swan or some type of long-necked bird in flight. So this would be the tail, then both wings outstretched, and then the long neck. So it would be kind of showing the bird probably from underneath as it flies. So that might be why Göbekli Tepe was built there. That might have been an important geomythic avatar. Might have been connected to Cygnus, the swan constellation, or the phoenix concept, because there's like some reddish hue. See, this is Göbekli Tepe, Pillar 43, Newfoundland, Gulf of St. Lawrence, Quebec, Baffin Islands, Hudson Bay, central Canada, I guess, and then Victoria Islands and Stephenson Island. And then there's not even really a modern name for this gulf, but it's like the area around Nunavut. And this is Nunavut. And this is like Delmarva, Delaware, Maryland, Virginia, New Orleans, Louisiana, Cuba, Miquelon, Langley, Jamaica, Juventude, Siberia here. I mean, that's a separate map on this other side of it shows Siberia as like one of the gateways to reach America. So yeah, here's another image of Göbekli. So it would look more like a bird if they, the modern company, whatever they're called, Dogus Group or something, hadn't built all this crap on here. And that this is probably the excavation itself right there. So this is exploring the possibility of that part of the significance of these could relate to the fact that they both flank this kind of lake, which has no name. It's literally just named Bayou Macon, which is what this is. Like this is Bayou Macon and this is Bayou Macon. And so it runs from this thing over here alongside this, although it doesn't, or barely, it doesn't really visibly touch it. There might be some kind of small little connectors, and then goes over to Poverty Point up here, the big mounds. And so, this is a relatively large waterway, and I think it itself is shaped like a bear a bit, like especially if we think of it as going all the way to the bayou here. That's kind of like, Winnie the Pooh type of nose sticking out there, and if you do look closely at it, it's clear that this water has at times extended further into that nose or whatever. And there is another mound site right here, right? So there's one site right above this bear's head, and then there's another roughly contemporary mound site right above this bear's head. So yeah, Bayou Macon is this line here, which doesn't seem to directly connect with this waterway here, but this waterway, if you zoom in, they label this also as Bayou Macon. And so yeah, here's what I mean when I say that you can tell that at some times the water extends further in towards the nose. So yeah, I think this is a tolerable resemblance to a bear. Yeah. So it could be that these two are each on both sides kind of guarding this bigger waterway between them. Who knows? It's like Marsden Mounds are the ones that are right there above its head. About 3,000 to 4,000 years old. This might be a depiction of a bear that's actually on top of this bear. So, just as the bear's ears seem to be delineated out of the forested region above the head there, this thing, which is further back on the neck or whatever, seems to actually be a miniature model of the entire thing, which kind of matches how there seems to be a miniature model of the Göbekli Delmarva bird on its neck, on the back of its neck in western Pennsylvania. So yeah, there's the Marsden Mounds are right above its head, just as the Poverty Point Mounds are right above the other bear shape's head. Yeah, so here's these mounds right above this bear's head. And these mounds are right above this bear's head. And then there probably was some sacred stuff in above this bear's head, but then they built like a power plant and a freeway because that's what the capitalists do. So yeah, that's where this is. And it even does look like it is carved into the hillside, like it is basically an elevated, because it looks like, I mean, I could be wrong, but it looks like part of the ear is extending there and part of the nose kind of extends out, that it is like a raised platform. Like even here, it seems like there's, these shapes are kind of carved in. So not 100% sure about this, but this may well be that, like a miniature kind of avatar of the larger avatar. And yeah, this would be probably another iteration of the same bear, is my guess. And this like shows the back of it because I've been mostly showing the other parts. So this shows what matches this kind of better, like a bear with its nose in the air, its arms outstretched in front of it, and then its butt or back or something up in the air behind it, stretching out behind it. And so like, yeah, that matches more with this part of the river, part of the bayou. So that could be the intended view and totality of this avatar. And let's see, like there's all these things in here. It's hard to know if any of these little like dock things that there's like houses on or something, if they were at all ancient or built on anything ancient, or if they're completely modern, or what that's about. I'm guessing they probably were built on something relatively ancient, but they were modernized. So yeah, basically this was the most important place in North America for over 2,000 years, seemingly. You know, this place here, but this whole area is part of the overall Poverty Point kind of like historic area that has a bunch of different mounds in it. And so yeah, I thought my phone was going to cut me off, but for some reason it's not. So I'll just go on a little more, give some more details. Yeah, like there, that's a very distinctly visible shape that could